Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. What if the last video of someone you admire didn't shout for attention, but whispered straight to your heart? Tonight, we are not here for scandal, blame, or shock value. We are here for something much quieter, and in many ways far more powerful. A simple video, believed by many to be one of the final recordings of actor Meng has quietly gone viral across the internet. No dramatic scene, no flashy effects, just a gentle presence, a thoughtful gaze, and a moment that has moved thousands of people who never even met him. In this episode of Update X24H, we are going to slow down and look at what this video really represents. Not only the final days of a beloved actor, but also the way an entire community is learning to remember him with kindness, creativity, and courage. The clip that has been circulating is not loud. There are no heated arguments, no shocking twists, no raised voices. Instead, we see Meng in a calm setting, perhaps a room filled with soft light, perhaps a quiet corner away from the noise, looking out, as if his thoughts were traveling somewhere far beyond the frame. Viewers around the world have noticed the same thing. His eyes. There is a sense of calm in them, but also a depth that feels almost impossible to put into words. Not the polished look of a red carpet appearance, not the intense stare of a drama scene, but the gentle, slightly tired gaze of a real person who has carried a lot and still chooses to meet the world softly. Comments under the reposted video do not read like ordinary internet chatter. People write about how his roles once helped them through lonely nights, how his smile made heavy days feel lighter, how his quiet presence on screen felt like a friend who never judged. The video becomes more than just content. It turns into a small window through which fans can say one more time, "Thank you for being here." What is striking is that the video doesn't explain anything. There is no long speech, no explicit message. And yet, fans are finding meaning everywhere. Some see in his expression a kind of gentle endurance, as if he had learned to carry both pressure and vulnerability without letting bitterness take over. Others focus on the simplicity of the scene. No luxury, no spotlight. Just a man sitting, thinking, breathing. For many viewers, that simplicity is exactly what makes it so powerful. People from different countries, speaking different languages, have shared similar feelings. A fan from Southeast Asia writes that the video reminds her to be kind even when nobody is watching. Someone in Europe says it makes him want to call his parents and say, "I love you," before it is too late. A viewer in North America admits that, after watching the clip, they sat in silence for a few minutes, simply reflecting on how quickly time passes. In a world where so much online content is designed to shock, to grab, to scream, this quiet video refuses to shout. And that is precisely why it is being heard. When people talk about Meng, they often list his dramas, Old Nine Gates, All Out of Love, Eternal Love, and more. They mention his work as a singer and his steps into directing. But what keeps returning in comments is not only his talent, it is his attitude. Colleagues and staff in various interviews over the years have described him as soft-spoken, focused, and surprisingly humble for someone in the spotlight. He was said to arrive prepared, stay professional, and treat staff with warmth and respect. These are not the details that make the loudest headlines, but they are the ones that quietly build a person's legacy. When fans watch what might be one of his final videos, they are not only seeing a familiar face, they are remembering all the little things that made them feel safe watching him. The way he spoke gently in variety shows, the way he allowed his characters to be fragile as well as strong, the way his smile never felt forced. This is where the story becomes more than a personal farewell. It turns into a reminder that true influence is not measured only by popularity, but by how people remember your character once the lights fade. What has unfolded around this viral clip is quietly remarkable, because the farewell is no longer confined to grief. Instead of letting the video become another passing trend, many fans have turned it into a doorway for kindness, as if saying goodbye also means choosing how to live afterwards. In comment threads that might have been filled with anger or suspicion, people are leaving gentle promises to check in on a friend who seems withdrawn, to listen more carefully at home, to say "I'm here" while there is still time. Across different countries and languages, small communities are organizing acts of remembrance that feel less like performance and more like companionship. Some host watch-along evenings of his dramas, not to reopen wounds, but to share the comfort his work once offered and to remind themselves that art can be a shelter. Others write letters they will never send, or create humble edits and drawings that focus on warmth rather than tragedy, placing his smile back into the world where it first mattered to them. A few fan groups are gathering modest donations for mental health support or youth arts projects, choosing to let their sadness become something useful for strangers who might be struggling in silence. None of these gestures are grand, and that is precisely why they matter. They show that online spaces, so often dismissed as shallow or cruel, can also hold something humane. The farewell becomes a living thing. Not a final period but a soft continuation. In choosing compassion over spectacle, fans refuse to let his memory be reduced to a headline. They carry it into ordinary life where it belongs, and in doing so they keep the bond between artist and audience honest, tender, and quietly enduring, reminding each other that gentleness is also strength today. It would be easy to dismiss a title like this as another wave of online sentiment, but what this quiet clip really uncovers is something about us, not only about him. The video is almost stubbornly ordinary. There is no dramatic monologue, no polished farewell, no attempt to guide the viewer towards a single emotion. Meng is simply there, still, reflective, human. And that is precisely why people cannot look away. In a culture trained to chase noise, we are startled by silence that feels honest. His presence invites us to stop performing for a moment and to sit with something real. The reaction online is therefore not just curiosity about what happened. It is a collective pause, a rare kind of attention that says we miss sincerity. Watching him, many viewers sense the fragile truth that life does not always announce its turning points. Sometimes it continues quietly right up to the edge in ordinary rooms on ordinary days, while we are busy scrolling past our own lives. That realization can ache, but it also opens a softer, braver question. What are we doing with the time we still have? Are we speaking gently enough to the people who love us? Are we letting ourselves rest, forgive, and begin again when we need to? Are we appreciating decency while it is still in front of us, rather than turning it into a tribute only after it is gone? This is why the clip lingers after the screen goes dark. It does not demand happiness or despair from us. It invites honesty. It asks us to live a little more awake, to value quiet kindness, and to treat tenderness as a form of strength. Above all, it reminds us that behind every public figure is a human being who longs, fears, hopes, and endures, just like the rest of us, and that the most meaningful legacies are often the ones built in silence. In the end, no video, no matter how meaningful, can capture an entire life, but it can hold a fragment of truth. For Meng, that truth seems to be this: a gentle soul who worked hard, loved his craft, and touched people not with noise, but with quiet consistency. The viral clip is not just a final look. It is a reminder that there are many artists and many ordinary people who are trying their best every day without asking for applause. If you are watching this right now, perhaps the most powerful way to honor him is simple. Take care of your own heart. Speak kindly to the people around you. Support the artists, creators, and workers who bring you comfort while they are still here, not only when they are gone. Meng may no longer be with us, but the tenderness he left behind is real. And if we allow it, that tenderness can continue through the way we live, love, and look at one another. If this story touched you even just a little, I invite you to stay with us here on Update X 24H. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments. What is the one thing you will remember most about Meng? Or about any artist who once helped you through a difficult time? Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping your heart open, and I hope you will join us again for more gentle, thoughtful stories from the world of entertainment.